So if the goal of life isn't just to be happy, then what role does suffering play? And why did Dostoevsky consider suffering a form of redemption? In his view, suffering was not punishment, but a language that reveals our true nature when all masks fall away. He didn't see pain as a random event, but as a deep need of the human soul. In his stories, no one truly changes unless they have passed through their own inner hell. There is no salvation without falling, no truth without suffering. And this is precisely what modern culture doesn't want to accept, that suffering can be sacred. A good example is Raskolnikov in Crime and Punishment, a man who justifies murder with a logical idea of moral superiority and considers himself above good and evil. But only and only suffering slowly reconnected him to his humanity. Remorse crushed him. Fever destroyed him, and his delusions brought him face to face with himself. And it was only in this ruin that he was able to see a more alive and human truth. Suffering and pain are always necessary for broad awareness and a large heart. Dostoevsky said that those who feel deeply live more fully. Now, in the modern world, suffering is considered an illness, sadness a hormonal problem, and anxiety a disorder. Yes, sometimes there are conditions that need to be treated. But Dostoevsky warns that silencing the soul with pills and ready-made phrases is more dangerous than the pain itself, because this suffering, with all its ruthlessness, may be the only real moment in a lifetime of self-deception. When you lose everything, status, certainty, even hope, something awakens within you. This pain both wounds and reveals the truth. In The Brothers Karamazov, Ivan is an intellectual whose soul rebels against the world because he cannot accept the suffering of children. He is at war with God, with life, with morality. But this rebellion is not superficial. It is the cry of a soul that cannot come to terms with the ruthlessness of reality. But Dostoevsky doesn't mock him. He respects him, because suffering for something worthwhile is a nobility in itself. In his view, suffering means having loved so much that you reach the brink of despair. Perhaps you are in such a position right now. Perhaps this pain you are experiencing is not a mistake, but a sign that something is still alive within you, something that cannot be reconciled with lies, that is not satisfied with fleeting pleasures, and is searching for a greater truth. Look, the suffering isn't from the enemy. The real enemy is this frantic effort to suppress it. Of course, there is a kind of suffering that Dostoevsky vehemently condemns, the suffering that comes from self-deception, from constructing an artificial happiness based on the lies you tell yourself. This is what we'll talk about in the next section, the illusion of fabricated joy and the pain that inevitably follows. Think about how embracing suffering could change your life. It's powerful stuff. Stay tuned for part 3, where we expose the dangers of fake happiness and how it leads to even deeper pain. Like and share if this is hitting home, and I'll see you in the next one to uncover more.